Hi there. Today in this session I will discuss about looping constructs in Java. Basically, looping is a feature that facilitates the execution of a set of instructions repeatedly until a certain condition holds false. Any piece of code that needs to be repeated for a number of times does not matter whether the work number needs to be decided for then is not. But if any execution is repeated for a certain condition hold false, the loop needs to be implemented. A loop statement continues its execution until the specific expression or a condition evaluates to false. Although there are three types of loops in any of the programming, which is for loop, while loop and do while loop, but for each is an enhanced loop, which helps in hydrating the collections or list values such as array collections or array list, which goes in incremental order. That's what we consider it as a fourth type, that is a for each loop or enhanced for loop. That's how we call it. When we talk about for loop contains three sections: index declaration, condition that retains the Boolean expression, and update statement. We also can understand it in a more better term. There are three statements. First is the initialization of iteration variable. Conditions on that iteration variable, and then increment or decrement onto that variable. Any loop, whether it is for loop, while loop, or a do while loop, has three conditions: initialization condition and then increment and decrement. For loop is useful when you are aware of the exact number of iterations, that how long you need to repeat 5 times, at times, until the condition satisfies. In the case of for loop, the loop body gets continued, otherwise it terminates. The while loop is also an extensive loop that helps in repeating the block of code with a specific number, executes a statement or a block of statements until the specified expression evaluates to true. Again, each while loop consider three statements inside it: initialization, condition, and increment or decrement. Typically, while loop is useful when you are not aware of the exact number of iteration. Do while is very extensive, similar to while loop except one add-on. Whether you are conditioned as to or not, the do while body of the loop will at least execute once. Next time onwards, it works on the basis of condition, just like you go for an app machine. First time you swipe your card and then you can make a transaction, but second time onwards, it asks you whether you would like to continue or not. If you would like to continue, the menu will again be popped up, otherwise, your loop gets terminated. It is useful, as I said, when you are sure about one-time execution. Further depends upon the condition. That's how do while loop works. Stay tuned to learn more about the practical implementation of each type of loop in Java. Until next time, stay tuned. See you soon in the next session.